Okay friends, we're back. After a little while. It's been almost 2 weeks since I've been streaming last. God, it's good to be back. Studying sucks ass and I don't want to do it anymore. Where were we? Mine off the shield bearer. 2 stars on melee skill. Oh yeah, 56 accuracy at level 2. Great promise in him there. The diesel, just 1 star, but he's a thief, which is quite nice defense there. So we've got to buff up his fatigue in a big way. Be back killer, jeez, I can tell you what. Eber Beast, I remember him doing a lot of tanking a little while ago. Oh, the killer on the run. Hope he doesn't try to take anybody out. Likewise, he's got nice defensive stats. Hit points in his fatigue are total arse though. So we are going to be getting brawny on these lads as soon as we can, because we've got 1, 2, 3 sets male Hauberks already, and I think there's even a spare, reinforced male Hauberk kicking around, but this one's too heavy for the moment for anyone to be wearing. Maybe someone like Cannibal Who should wear it, just because, you know, he's new and I want to keep B3. No, that's too low. Well, just gotta be careful with him. Basically, the next level up here, we'll get that. We'll get brawny and we'll be able to wear that. I just want to sorry about this guys, I just want to remind myself where we were in the campaign. What we're doing. I should kind of get my bearings. Also remember, anyone who hits 60 melee skill gets issued their axe as a rite of passage. Okay, so Eber Beast is probably next on his next level up. Old Scolder is quite close as well. Look at those 3 stars. God, that's amazing. Cannibal Who also, we're very close to a bunch of axes up front. And if memory serves, what I wanted to do was to drop some money on getting another 3 of these long axes. Isn't normally what I want to do. Oh god, I forgot we even have the scale mail. That is amazing. Frothy eventually we're going to look to retire him, because he's only got 16 melee skill. And I mean, it was pointed out that with range skill we could still turn him into a decent ranged person, but really, given the restrictions we've placed on ourselves, he's only ever going to be much of a throwing weapon user. So we'll kind of use him as a backup, as a second string person, but we've got 3 spare Huskulls, spare shield bearer. Are these all Huskulls? Oh yes, that reminds me, we're going to fire my useless ass. Get Arnold in as a sergeant. Uberslayer as a guest. Reminds me, I've had a few requests to join the campaign from YouTube, which I'll have to check out after this video, and I'll get them in. Right. There's a Falcon there. I think I want to buy that, unless we already have a Falcon. Do we have a Falcon? Yeah, we do. And there's a guest. Why are you so pissed off? Oh, yes, I remember that. That was awesome, yeah. We had to flog him because he's a drunkard and we got rid of it. But do I want to get rid of him because he doesn't have a star in melee skill? Might eventually get rid of him. Ryoji also, 57, only 1. Alright. We have a contract negotiated. Caravan escort. Good. Any wounds? No. We will not be visiting the tavern, considering we just had to flog Nazagast for getting drunk. Never answered if I wanted Dawn of War 3. I love Dawn of War 1 and 2 so much, and I've checked out Dawn of War 3. I watched Total Biscuit's breakdown of it, and my feeling was just a bit of meh, honestly. I don't know. As the company takes a break, you decide to dress the men. Those Vikings are not just cutthroats and errand boys, but skilled fighters of the First Order. Word of our deeds must spread. What shall we men get out? Best way to prove that we are the strongest company around is to defeat another mercenary band. Only the most daring take on goblins. Skirmishers, if we've released a dozen opponents. I think we'll do that one. Because on our next patrol mission, we're going to be clearing out some more of these forts anyway, and they're almost guaranteed to have at least a dozen in there. So as I was saying about Dawn of War 3, like, I just didn't get hyped. I mean, like, when I saw the intro video first coming out, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. But then, when I started seeing gameplay, it was just kind of like, it just looks like more of the same, really. The models aren't even that much better, and it seems like it's mostly a multiplayer game, and I don't know, that's not what the Dawn of War experience is for me. It's a single-player campaign, and I might check, I'll tell you what, it might surprise me, and I'll buy it if it's on a sale or something, but we're talking about Warhammer. I was surprised I finally got around to playing Total War Warhammer, which I've absolutely loved. And I might actually stream that as well, if there's any interest. 150 gold. Easy money. Remind me what offer you wanted to play against me or with me. Yeah. Is this patrol? Perfect. 80 crowns per head, up to 25. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Let's go collect. Go collect some more zombie heads. I accept. I'm not even going to bother negotiating because I think this is the house we wanted to affiliate with. I want to maximize the reputation that I get. We need tools. Expensive here. Let's see. Let's head north. Memory serves. Copper vein. I still want to finish exploring here, and then we'll hit Ruined Hut and Refuge of the Outcasts. Oh, buy it from me. Oh, no, thanks. That's kind, but not necessary. Hang on. What was the shortcut to X? There you go. Can't. You can't offer to buy it for me, but I don't think I'd play it. It would be kind of a waste. If you bought it for me, I'd feel obligated to play it. Once I'm doing this streaming thing full time, I'll have more time for games. Like, I mean, I'm struggling now with the frustration that I've got to work full time, not being able to stream as much as I want to, and still try to have a bit of a social life. Tough. No problems. Some Vedagangers, some armored Vedagangers. Let's collect some zombie heads. 11 of them, nice. No need to move the lads at all. We could actually put the front line here, back line there, so we get some more height advantages than we would normally. You know what? F it. There you are. Come. I kind of should have equipped some throwing weapons, and we can get some practice throwing weapons. Because eventually that's what I want to be doing against some of the orcs. Like in this sort of situation, let them come to us. And then, like, as they come closer, we can get maybe 2 rounds worth of throwing axes. I expect very few of them to hit. Turn down the patron suggestions. Oh well, thanks, you two can't. Alternative weapon? No, none needed. Probably could have moved forward, but now they're going to move here on this turn, and then there on the next turn. So let's just wait. Hold positions, men. As always, if any of these have Worn Chain, we'll try to farm them. Keep them spare. But none of this is armor that I particularly want. The heavy stuff. Might just move forward 1 row. Wait till the front line goes. Well, I'll let all the zombies come first. If they move into melee range now, there's no need to move forward. Expensive as always. At the moment, I'm only feeling this. Murphy's Law, evening, buddy. I'm open to suggestions for games that other games I want to play. I'm going to try stick to a schedule of playing Dota twice a week and Battle Brothers once or twice a week. There's maybe room for one other game. I don't know what it is yet. I think I might do Total War Warhammer. I am open to suggestions. The other thought I had was I should try to clean out some of the games in my Steam library. Like, I never played the Arkham games, and I know they're actually amazing. I never actually played not Talos, what's it called again? Oh, freaking hell. One with Steve Merchant commentating it. I'm just blanking now because I'm so tired. What the hell was it again? Yeah, I'm gonna be a bit loopy and weird tonight because I wrote an exam today and I didn't sleep much last night. I'm just absolutely shattered, to be honest. Spear wall, it's not even worth spinning the fatigue, honestly. Come to it. WRG. Stopy gaming. Why did that cost so much? Oh right, to change levels, that's why I had to go down and then across. Idiot. Old. I went alright. I'm confident I'll pass. I just wouldn't have got the distinction that I wanted. I was so frustrated. Like, it's a 100-mark paper, and it's on advanced anti-money laundering procedures. And they say it's an hour and 45 minutes paper, but then there's a 15-minute compulsory reading portion at the start of the exam. So you actually only have 90 minutes to get 100 marks. And you know, it's not a bullshit subject. It's pretty involved, and I was very, very frustrated because I spent admittedly too long on the first question. So I'd done the first question, it was 40 of the 100 marks, and that took me an hour. So I had to do the second 2 questions, for a total of 60 marks, half an hour. I just don't understand why they force you to work under that kind of pressure. You either know the material or you don't. Anyway, playing video games. The topic was a certificate in anti-money laundering for the International Compliance Association. My job. Super boring stuff, but oh well, pays the bills. Heck at that cannibal at butt. Bam. Bam. Get him! Loving the damage, lads. Good work. Huh? Pity that our best axe isn't getting to much work. This should be pretty straightforward. Oh! It's not fun. Boring stuff. But I think it's important to have a quote-unquote grown-up job. Oh, whoopsie. End of the turn there. But to be fair, we are wrecking these zombies. This is just farming heads for the nice payment. I don't think they've landed a shot yet. Didn't even say it's a tempting fate. Also, bear in mind, all these zombos are going to be rising up again. As we'll release the Doge. It's indeed a good warm-up fight. Oh yeah, so the podcast, I invited someone. We invited Jason, the PR and marketing guy from Overhype Studios, and he agreed to come on. We just couldn't get a date because we can only do the weekends, because obviously we aren't professional gamers or anything. And, he needs the weekend for his family. So we're just trying to. First of all, waiting for Hans to come back from holiday. Hans is on holiday for I think another week or 2. So I'm hoping to still get him on. But obviously we just got to make it work for everyone. The developers from Overhype are bloody brilliant. The fact that they're even talking to a random little streamer like myself who no one watches. They obviously care about the game. Which is so nice to see. Goodness, but nice line, easy. Well, I'll say no one, comparatively no one. Okay, 11 heads in the bag. Our sergeant got his first or 2. Get that +4 on resolve. Beautiful. Here's the problem though. +1 on melee skill. Ugh. I just gotta slag you guys off. You guys are no one. You're all chopped liver. This is the problem with having a monk. Not gonna hit anything ever. Anyway, his job is just to have the highest resolve. He's gonna be a banner boy above anything else. If all he does is take away the broken status of anyone, people are fleeing. If you get them back in the fight, then he's done his job. Right, we need How many more heads? 13 more heads. Ooh, dire wolves come towards it. Come here, doggies. You know what? Bugger, I'm not going to chase them. We're easily going to get enough heads from that ruined hut. From Refuge of the Outcasts. This is all such good stuff. We're going to get at least 2,000 gold out of this. My brain is too fried to calculate what 80 times 25 is. 1,600. Exactly 2,000. Yeah. Didn't even check what's in here. Some armored. Do we have any throwing weapons? Only 2. Not decent. Ranged. 36. You know what? It technically costs some money throwing a weapon, and it's not even necessary against these zombies. What we saw from the last fight was there is no need whatsoever to just hang back and wait for them. Let's just forward a little bit. 1, 2, 4. Get this the line back though. I like the sound. I love the sound of these zombies. Yeah, I'm open to suggestions for other games I might want to play. The Batman games are tempting. Brutal Legend is another game sitting in my inventory that I've always been meaning to play. Love Jack Black and Tenacious D. That could be quite fun. Portal 2. Portal 2 is a game I was thinking of. I've never played it before. It's absolute classic. I mean, much to my shame, never having played it before. Either that, or I can start streaming my Dota 2 All Hero Challenge attempts. Meepo next. And today, for the first time, I just started experimenting with I've never played Meepo before, so I just went into try out this hero and like level him up and tried the whole blink net poof combo, and good lord, it's gonna take a bit of practice. Otherwise I'm just mashing the keys like a freaking chimpanzee. Falcon, for no reason at all, other than because I can. Don't want you there. Yarp. Oopsie. Well, I think Keita can still make it there though. Ooh, Mordheim. Yeah, I played a bit of Mordheim. Love that game. It's a bit slow paced though, although I think it was you that said they changed some of the animations to make it a bit happier. Yeah, I could jump back into Mordheim. Love the Empire. Mercenary guys were very cool. What I've also wanted to do is playthroughs of Vermintide on some of the Nightmare and more difficult difficulties, but it's very difficult to get people to actually play with you because you can't just get some randoms. I haven't played before. I tried that a little while ago. One of my mates, who's a lovely bloke but has never actually played the game before, even on normal difficulty he was getting absolutely murdered. Let's dagger this dude and take that armor. That armor and that armor. Everything else dies. Ooh, there's actually, we can get 3 sets of worn chainmail. One thing that I remember from the last playthrough, we didn't keep mails reserve. When you're on like a long patrol mission or something similar, your weapons get damaged, your armor gets damaged, and you don't have anything to use as a backup. That's the same mission. Loving the damage of these axes. There's some injuries and renewable charges. Yeah, very cool. And Deb and the guys. Oh, was that was with Vermintide? Yeah. Deb's played a bit, but I'm gonna have to get some of my mates who actually play Vermintide properly, because on the higher difficulties, you need people who know what they're doing. What I want to do is every single mission at least once, on at least Nightmare difficulty. hope. Get your stickers out. Vermintide's bloody great. It's the little things I love most about that game, like the little voice lines of the rat thing. All will die, die. The other good one is, I kill you, then I reward it. So good. Two buggers with swords are going to get some hit in, but I can't imagine them. Get decapitated by Keeler. A wild man. Oh, hang on, there was a third set there. Alright, okay. Damage his armor. Oh, Arnold. Duck. Hits are optimal. Stand your ground, lads. Let them come to you. I do miss taking quick hands, like from the previous playthrough. It's great, but in retrospect, I don't think it justifies a full skill point. Because really all it gets you, best case scenario, is one extra attack in the turn. Like, yeah, it's just costing me one attack. Which is great, but is it worth a skill point? That eternal question in this game. Not just what you take, it's what are you not taking by taking a skill. Right, healer. Ah yes, that reminds me. So, other than Dane axes, we need to replace these pikes with Dane axes. And we also need to replace these round shields with... It's called heater shields. Really hope that Optimal stops rolling ones. Okay, so that's the last three zombies. We want all of their armor. Form them. Get him, lads. Get him. I think we'll do some punching as well with the backline, guys. Arnold, you don't have a shield. You know what, that's fine. It's just one little zombie. I want the extra accuracy, the extra to hit value by him surrounding. We use optimal. What about you, Stubby? Suspend a net? Not necessary, I don't think. Yes, so Optimal, you've been super unlucky with your level ups. Hope that trend does not continue. Otherwise you're going to get shelved, mate. Binned. Fired. If he stays down, I don't know if he's up or not. Assume he will. Zombies are pretty harmless at this stage. He says before getting murdered, I'm sure. One punch. Optimal. Oh, you're out of fatigue. You can't even do that right. Nope. Didn't work. Zuma's liar. Oh, decked him. Damage his armor. How freaking hard is he punching? Now, I remember reading something in patch notes about there being a default loadout auto feature. So everyone who has their daggers out now, at the end of the battle, their loadout will default to their primary weapon. So let's see whether that's been implemented yet. I don't think it will be implemented just yet. I think it's in 1.1, which isn't out just yet. Ah! Make sure we don't actually destroy the armor. No. Yeah, but with that armor, we're not going to kill, are we? No, there you go. Your name isn't Rolo, you're not going to be one-punching zombies. Bosco, evening, buddy. Nice to see ya. Yeah, so they haven't implemented that feature just yet, so we're going to manually swap everything back out again. I think we're going to... Awesome, we're going to hand out some axes here. Great Viking ceremony. Einolf. 6, come on, give us at least a 4. Here we go. Oh, so close. How's your fatigue? Arse. How is your hit points? Also arse. Should be giving you melee skill as well, but I want to get the hit points up to at a minimum of 70. And Colossus to get it up to 100. I think 100's a good spot to get him at. We were taking fast adaptation at 1st level, then student to accelerate at 3rd level, Pathfinder at 4, just so we can all have Pathfinder. Then it's going to be Brawny, then Axe Master, then Shield Master, then Battle Forged, and then the rest is just gravy. Lord Skulder. There it is. +4. Yeah, buddy. Could be higher, as always. This defense I don't like. But... See what, we'll get your range up to 50 and leave it there. That is something I did say I wanted to do, and everybody have at least 50 range skill, and you can carry your throwing axes, your hand axe. Use it well, Skulder. Anybody else? That also reminds me, when we're leveling up, if I get good plus numbers on range skill, and actually some stars into range. How much are we paying you guys per day? 14, 13. Loki, are you not useless in reserve? That's fine. Righto. Okay, all this stuff here. I think we need to head south to that little town. Get ourselves. We got those wolves. That would have been the 3 heads we needed. Head west, see if we can't find them. We should be able to pick up their tracks. It'll be a waste to do this. What's it? Refuge of the Outcast. Get like 30 odd heads and only get paid for the first 3 of them. You haven't played any Battle Brothers for like, geez, like almost 3 weeks. So good to be back in this game. I'll tell you what, let's just explore grey areas, see what we can find, hit these cities. Maybe we can, oh there we go, speak of the devil, die wolves. Oh, and we've got a game crash, for goodness sake. Right back. Alright, well there we go. Bloody GeForce drivers insisting that it get installed. Back after... wait, I gotta cut all that out, making myself an audio queue. Audio queue, 33 minutes. Alright. We're back after a little restart. Whoopsie. Where were we? We're just about to fight these direwolves. I reckon I might just rotate these guys in to not have them feel so useless. Actually, suboptimal. You can... front line. You're just going to be stabbing some direwolves after all. Yeah, that'll be fine. Whatever. That's just 5 little direwolves. No problemo. Let's do this and get paid, yo. So Bosco, how's your playthrough going on that seed map that we're given? God, I can't remember his name now. Freaking, my brain is absolute toast. Hans Gruber gave us. I haven't even looked at it. Let's not take the doggos too light. Let's go for standard spear wall tactics. Yeah, things can be pretty damn nasty. Obviously, you don't want to be in contact with this high ground. Other than that, I think we're grand. Much fun. We still have a few axes out here, but hey, that's okay. Good as punching a zombie, yeah. Zombie punching, gotta love it. I expect all the wolves to jump into these spots here and move up on the southern flank. You know what, let's actually put Floki in that heavy mail warburg on the flank there. Just fine. Alright, wolves come at us. Get stabbed. These dire wolves do a surprising amount of damage. To armor, considering it's just Fine work. I think I got 5 stabs in a row, or 4. Everybody else failed miserably. Damn it, work. What if I shouldn't have attacked twice there? Now, Scold is actually in danger of taking some hits, but you know what? We've got such good armor. Should be fine. It's just getting important to stop this one from getting high ground here. Not optimal. In fact, that's already the downfall. Oh, nice la. Good doggy, Faust. Good job. Ooh. Yeah, Wolfric, I'm glad you're playing this game now finally. It's awesome, isn't it? Absolutely love it. Oh, that's not at all what I intended. Still. Here's the beauty of rotation. But, decapitate that dog. No context. Good, so here's the 25 heads we need for this mission. We'll get paid. Hopefully we can find it's just straight another patrol mission. We can go straight into farming this ruin, and I think we found a few others as well. Yeah, there was Ruins of Fear in there. We should also now be getting into the habit of stopping at every city and going into the tavern and seeing if we can't find rumors of legendary weapons. I might just leave these guys in rotation just until their morale improves. Could just buy them a round of drinks. Oh, for God's sake. +1. You know what? Why don't we just keep fishing for more guys? I do worry about the long-term viability of these guys who don't have any stars in melee skill. Yes, it's brawny. If need be, you can be on the front line. Some of the heaviest armor. I have my sergeant out right now, but just looking at all the resolve here, I'll give it. Tell you what, Umberslayer, you can take some time off. What else is there though? Hang on, we got to get Frothy in there. Right. Woof. Awesome, let's get paid. Windwacht, let's stop at Hammerenden. See if we can't get some tools. I think the community would make some amazing maps. I think the main reason that I would want to see a map editor is so that you can get stuff like a Game of Thrones themed remake. Imagine if this was like House Stark, House Bolton, and you can take the maps from the books and try to replicate them. Oh, we're going to make so much money from this. And that's cheap. That's below cost price we're buying it from. Buying it for, excuse me, that's awesome. 291, that's actually a good price. I'll sell that. The hell, let's get rid of all of this junk. Junk, junk, junk. It's a measure of how well we're doing. The fact that this male coif is actually considered junk. Male coif's actually pretty decent. Nothing here that I want particularly right now. I don't want to drop 2.4. I'll come back and buy this a little bit later. 3,600 for a lamellar harness is pretty damn good. Also 1,200 for more male Hauberks. We do need them. But let's get paid here. Stock up some tools, sell these, and buy these 2 male Hauberks. If we buy those 2, it'll put us up to 1, 2, 3. Put us up to 5, which will cover our front line. Yeah. We're getting there. Oh, getting there. Remember to check the tavern for ruin. A place called Ruins of Fierin. Well, we're going to go there eventually. Nope. I really want to find a rumor of ruins that have a legendary weapon. We need some legendary weapons. We haven't got any yet. Midgard. What's Midgard again? Rohan. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that would be awesome. Raided. Actually be a job then to go take out some raiders. Well, I imagine that what Overhyped Studios would say is that it's possible, but they would be risking copyright issues. But then again, if it's fan created, they don't create it. If it's community created, I'm not sure what to pick. From a legal perspective, I think it would be fine. If you look at like the workshop submissions for the XCOM, there's Star Wars stuff in there, and that isn't copyright claimed or anything. But it depends very much on the holders of the copyrights and how much of a dick they want to be about it. I don't know how aggressively George R.R. Martin and his people control his visual property. In point. 5 villages, so this should be hunt down what's terrorizing. Oh, nice. This is a tear out crypt. Good. We keep looking for people we might want to hire just to see what stars we get. Like, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, that means someone's got to be on the chopping block, I'm afraid. God, I hate to say it, but I think it's got to be Frothy. Level 6, he's got nice fatigue, but only 60 melee skill. Short is nice. It's short and bloodthirsty as well, but once he starts getting up to like level 10 or 12, his melee skill is just not going to cut it. Whereas someone like Ike, who's got 2 stars there and a star in melee defense, decent fatigue, high chance to hit the head with bonus damage and an axe. Frothy, you've served us nobly. You can retire with honor. Thank you for your service, mate. It's not me, it's you. Oh, sorry, it's not you, it's me. See? Embarrassing. I just need some space. I need space. The amount of space I need is exactly in the size, shape, and weight of you. Off you go, mate. Enjoy your retirement. Mike, welcome. Get in there. Let's see. That's not bad. I want to see if any of the lads who currently use round shield have the fatigue carry a heavier shield. Doesn't look like it. Like, yeah, you don't have the fatigue for that. 68. 60 is borderline. Is it worth it for the extra 40 armor? I think it is. 2 spear thrusts is 20 fatigue, you recover 15 per turn. So you do not actively kill your unwanted brothers. Well, if they were lower level and a bit shit, I might do so, but Frothy served us very, very well. Anyone have the fatigue to be able to wear that leather lamellar harness? 72, 60, oh god, no. 9 for an extra 20, and not worth it. Well, it's good to know that it's there. Diesel. We'll keep using you. I want these moods to improve. Slowly but surely we're starting the process of rotating out our guys who don't have much in the way of top-end potential. Work, hiring, nope. Commissars, nope. Nope. Hey, is that improved? Good, most of the spirits. Ryoji the brain damaged. That is so apt. I'm kind of going to have to find some way of marking the brothers that I want to work out. By work out, I mean get them out of rotation, because I don't particularly want them. While enjoying a slice of bacon, you hear wind of a quarrel going on. You ignore it for a time, but the shouts only get louder, quickly rising over your ability to enjoy a good meal. Angered, you stand up and head towards the disturbance. You find Floki Huskell and Arnold Sargent facing off, the cultist and follower of the gods, having apparently discovered some differences. Let's get godly with the goriest. Stop this nonsense. What would the Vikings do? They would say, let's get godly with the goriest. Oh god, here we go. You step off to the side, letting the men hash out their differences as men with great differences do. Fists for arguments. The follower of the gods makes his case, battering the cultist again and again, but the man with the scarred head only grins in return. His eyes are puffed up, lids purpled and puckering over his eyesight. Yet, still he grins, and there is bloody laughter spewing out of his reddened mouth. Such darkness! Davkul is most pleased. With an anxious look, Arnold Sargent steps off Floki Huskell, backs away, rubbing his bloodied knuckles, realizing he may have broken a few in the seemingly one-sided scuffle. But it's the cultist's words that hurt him most of all. Man isn't tempted by the darkness. He is called to it, lost without it, gleeful in its return. Almost afraid to look back, Arnold Sargent hurries away as the cultist remains behind, laughing and chuckling on the grass, nobody daring to get near him. Oh, he crazy! Crazy. Arnold Sargent is just content that's hurt his morale, and he's suffered -1 to resolve. Loki got a sprained ankle, but more extra resolve. Okay? I didn't know Arnold had it in him. Especially for a meek and mild-mannered monk. Meek and mild-mannered measly monk. Sprained ankle. Point. Well, considering you hurt. Bam. Okay, so everyone who is merely content getting some action. But indeed. It's so cool how the interplay between the various backgrounds, just like that. Process. Okay, so we're going into a crypt. What are we likely to be facing? First things first, let's make sure everyone who has 60 attack value has their axes. And I probably want to break up these spears and axes. Spear, axe, spear, axe, axe. Though I don't like that low armor on the flank. Perfect. That. It's got tougher armor on the flanks because they're quite likely to be surrounded. Backup weapons on everybody. Yep. Oh, hang on. Missing a dagger. Ah yes, Ike is the level 1. He is going to be a shield bearer. I consider making him a raider because he's got melee skill and melee defense, so he could have potential for not needing a shield. Do we have any other raiders? No, shield bearer. It's all shield bearer. Goals. We'll see if we can't make him a raider. We'll take a look at what the numbers are on his melee defense as he levels up. We don't have a raider yet, and we're getting to the point where we can chuck him into this heavy reinforced mail warbird and get him a gigantic two-handed axe. Love it. Is there anything major that I'm forgetting? Arnold. Carry. Nets, in case we need them. I don't want to just assume that there's going to be only zombies here. This is a crypt, so there could be anything in there. Anyway, it's been nearly an hour. Let's take a little break, and when we come back, we will be securing Desecrated Crypt.